What's going on, boys? Another day of the build. I think this is like day 6 or day 7, or video 6 or 7, something like that. Anyways, we are pulling up to the junkyard right now. We are about to take a look at a different 2.0 motor because we might have to grab some things off of it, like coolant hoses are one of the big things we're looking at, and just a few other things. I don't know what I'm doing, but Zach and Austin are teaching me what to do. So yeah, more caffeine, let's get going. All right, we're back from the junkyard. Here's what we got, boys. We have a few, this is a coolant hose. This we're gonna end up using for this cap here because we have to cap something off. Dipstick, and then this is a fuel line that we're going to need. This was all like literally like $2 for all of this, so super cheap. Another big reason why we were here, we could have just bought some of this stuff online, but we wanted to look at, they had a couple 2.0s, the same motor that we have. We wanted to look at a few of the areas because we have a few weird spots on the motor that we don't really know what is supposed to go there. There was a few like holes in the block where they were just capped off and we didn't know why, or if something we needed to buy, like a sensor or something that went in there. But we figured out some of that. I'll show you guys those holes I was talking about once we get home, but we're gonna pack this up and get going home. So this is what I was talking about, boys, about checking out the motor and taking a look at some of the stuff that we might need. We got some of these lines here that we might need. There are a few areas down here, like this hole, that one's plugged off. Some of these are plugged, and just a few random things around here that we didn't exactly know what they were meant for or why they were here. Another one too was this guy right here. We didn't really know what this was or why this was here. So we just kind of wanted to figure all that out, see if we can get some more knowledge about this motor while we're building it, and if we needed anything, we could have picked it up. So we picked up a few things that we needed. Right now, we're gonna jump into 2 different things. I have the sandblaster out. I'm gonna start sandblasting some more parts. That's kind of a slow process, so we're just getting done as much as we can. And then Zach is moving along to some more wiring. We're going to probably test out the coils today. We're gonna wire all the coils today, right, Zach?
Yeah.
Yeah, so all the coils. We do have to fix the injectors. They're hiding down there because we messed up in the last video a little bit. We just need to switch the order of them. And then, yeah, we're gonna get to work and I will check back in a little bit. So update time, guys. Austin and Zach are working on these are the coils that they're finishing wiring up, and Zach is working on finishing up that switch panel that needs to be wired. It's kind of a mess here, so excuse all that. My job is to make this pile of parts that we have that are completely sandblasted and ready for paint, to make that bigger. So I'm just putting in the time on the sandblaster and they are wiring away. This right here, guys, is the power. This is kind of just looks like a jumbled mess. It kind of is, but this right here is the power to the injectors. There is 1 and 2 and then 3 and 4. These were supposed to be wired 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. So that is the thing that I said that we mistake. That we get fixed. 1 and 4, 2 and 3. 1 and 4, 2 and 3. Okay, yeah. See, so we need 1 and 4, 2 and 3, and they are wired right now 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So that's something we need to fix. That's what I was talking about.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move.
We finished wiring up the fuse box. We're still working on some of the stuff on the switch panel, but we have, oh, they're not on because power's not ran, but those lights down there work now. They're working on splicing up. I have no idea what that is. We're wrapping up the wire. I'm still working on some of the sandblasting. Our pile over here. Our pile is slowly growing. One small little piece at a time. We're actually gonna take an intermission to go see Fast and Furious 9. So yeah, after this movie I'm gonna be super hyped, so we're probably just gonna spend as much as we can tonight working on the build. The movie started 3 minutes ago.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
Alrighty, boys, we are back from watching Fast and Furious. It was pretty good. The franchise is basically just an action movie franchise at this point. It's not really about car movies anymore. It's just about family and, you know, everything else like that. But we're back to the sand rail build. What are we working on next, Zach? I would try to explain it, but you can do that better.
Putting a wire sheath on the coil pack wires right now, and then we have to wire the boost controller and then the cam sensor.
All right, so yeah, you heard it here first. It's about 1:30 in the morning right now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna start sandblasting some more stuff. We have a lot of stuff to sandblast, but I might be nice and not sandblast in the middle of the night. I'm sure my neighbors might enjoy that. But yeah, we're gonna see what we can start working on. This build, boys, my wallet's not gonna like this build. There's no other way to put it. This is costing a lot of money. But, it's gonna be cool. And for the money, it's gonna be one of the fastest things out there. So I just spent the last like hour, maybe 2 hours, doing some research and planning and buying parts. Here's what we got so far. So we are gonna run 2 gas tanks on this thing. We're gonna run 2 individual 5-gallon tanks for a total of 10 gallons, obviously. And those are gonna be on each side of the cart. Now, those are gonna be run through 1 fuel pump. So I bought a fuel pump. Let me show you guys what I bought here. These right here are all the fuel lines that we got. That's a throttle body. I'll talk about that in a second. That's coolant, suspension, fuel system. This is, I bought the more upgraded version of this because we decided to go with 2 tanks. But it's just a fuel pump, whatever. I got my fuel filters. So that's our plan, 2 tanks running through 1 pump. We're gonna have all our filters. We got our fuel lines on the way as well, so that's good news. Now the throttle body, that is right here. This was pretty expensive as throttle bodies go. It cost like a little over $500 to get this thing here. This is a drive-by cable throttle body, but it fits our motor, and that's very rare to have a drive-by cable. We literally could not find any other place that made one, and this one is super expensive. And we wanted to go with the drive-by cable because 1, it's easier, and 2, we wouldn't have to spend all the money to buy all the other stuff to make the drive-by wire one work. So it's kind of a catch-22 here, but this is what we went with. This build's getting pretty serious, boys. So make sure to smash subscribe to stick along. We got a lot more stuff going on with this. Right now, Zach's just working on some of this wire management. We're trying to make sure everything's staying nice and clean here. We got some of this stuff wrapped up and ready to go. Still to go for wiring, what we need to do is all of the stuff from the battery to power the whole system. We have a lot of the power lines ran, but we don't have any of the stuff like terminals. We gotta wire those, the thick battery cables, and we need to wire those to everything like that. We haven't done anything for the starter yet, I don't believe. We still have a good amount of sensors that we need to wire up. I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna do all those, but I'm sure Zach has a plan. The starter is in that package with the clutch, the whole clutch cage, everything to make that thing work. The flywheel and that transfer plate, that's all getting custom made. I think it's getting made in California at this place called Kennedy Engineering. That's probably gonna ship out soon. That was like a custom thing, so that was taking a while, but the starter is coming with all of that. So it is like 4 a.m. right now, guys. We are gonna see if we can go get some breakfast, maybe like some McDonald's breakfast, and then I literally have no idea what we're gonna do next. We probably are done with wiring for right now because we really don't have anything else to do. We're waiting on a few wiring things to come in. So we have wired everything up to this point that we can right now. Boys, we're 0 for 2 right now. We went to 2 different McDonald's. Both of them are closed. I miss the days when the stuff was open 24 hours a day. We tried Panera and we tried Tim Hortons. Literally nothing is open right now. I don't know what we're gonna do, but all this building stuff makes me hungry. So after countless stops and literally like an hour on the road, we went to a bunch of different places. Finally, we found a Tim Hortons that was open. Alrighty, boys, it's like 5:30 in the morning. We are about to crash, and we're gonna wake up, still continue this video, and work on what we can. Tomorrow morning, it's probably gonna be a lot of sanding. We're gonna see what we can do, so stay tuned. All right, boys, we're back, and we have some packages in. So let's start the unboxing. All right, so we have, these are part of our fuel lines, I believe. We're gonna need those, and then this is some wiring stuff that we need to, for our inbound stuff, it looks like, right?
Yes.
So our plan of action right now, all of these are going, this is either power or sensors into the ECU. Now, all of that is gonna have to get pinned and wired into here, which is gonna be our input for the ECU. And then Zach is gonna start working on some of the power stuff we wanna finish up. We got some new stuff in for the main power, so we're gonna get started on that right now.
Make it last forever. Stop in time. Yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, hold tight. Chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the sky. All because of you. Dripping lights paint the sky. Only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
So update, boys, this is taking like incredibly long. I've only got like, I don't know, let's see, about 10 of these pinned so far. And we don't need to use this entire thing, but for whatever reason, this is very challenging, soldering these in here and getting them to stick. I've been having trouble with some of these, but this is our progress so far. Right now, we have this other relay ran, and then this is gonna go to the battery. And this is kind of like our fuse in the middle here. We still need to run the ground wires for this, but the power connecting to the terminal, this is gonna be down here. That's where that's gonna go. So we put a couple more hours into this. We actually went backwards because I messed up some of these items here. But after a while, I started thinking like, okay, like for whatever reason, this just was not working out. We were having a lot of problems. I was trying to solder things in here, and for whatever reason, the solder just stopped sticking. I don't know if my gun is bad or something, for whatever it is. But we found what we need online right here. This is basically the exact same thing, except for it's already pinned, which is what we were trying to do originally. So we kind of sort of bought something that was going to take a lot more effort. We saved like a tiny bit of money, but ended up causing a huge more hassle. But I did warn you guys that I have no idea what I'm doing. So this whole like last 7-8 hours of my day was just out the window. But whatever, that's kind of something that you have to expect when you're building something. We obviously knew there was going to be problems coming into this. We knew that we were going to have things that we were going to need to fix, or, you know, stuff never goes as planned is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, whatever, you live and you learn. This is now on the way. Zach has gotten most of his stuff done over there. Our next step is probably gonna be a little bit more body work. We're kind of just hopping between body work and electrical. So that's gonna be all for this video, guys. I'm gonna end this here. I really don't remember what we did in this video. I don't remember my days or which day was which. That day we stayed up till like 5, 6 in the morning. I really messed up my internal clock and I don't really know what we did in this video. And I've got a couple of videos like back that I still need to edit and post for you guys. But even though some of this progress on the stranding rail can be pretty slow with a custom build, you know, you have to expect these things. If you guys want to do something like this, yes, it is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, we're gonna have problems, and we do come into problems like you guys see on the channel, but you know, that's just kind of something you have to expect coming into it. It's kind of silly to think that you're just gonna customize and completely custom build a sandrail or a car or whatever you're doing, like without any problems or without any issues. I got super lucky because I had no idea how intense this was gonna be, but I really did luck out to have Zach to be able to help me and like tell me all the things that I need. Like even just running this wire, there is no, there's not a chance in France I would have been able to do this on my own by myself. So that was like extremely clutch. I didn't even know he knew all the stuff that he did. I didn't know he was that smart about this stuff. Also, like, I wouldn't have been able to afford this because Austin and Zach have just been coming over to help on their own dime, on their own, you know, because they're nice and they're good friends. I would absolutely love to like make it one day on this channel to be able to treat my friends like, you know how you see car YouTubers giving away cars to their friends and stuff. I would love to do that. I feel like they've been so kind to me, and one day I'll do something nice. But if you guys like the progress in the build so far, smash that subscribe button to stick around and see more. If you like this video, smash like. I would love to see you guys sticking around. My name is Caleb, and I hope you all have a great and amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.